this one is for you. I'm talking about the entrepreneur, the artist who's trying to get their artistic practice off the ground. That means selling work. I am talking about, do you have an Etsy shop? Are you trying to sell some design work? Are you trying to sell that custom knitting? Are you trying to sell something? You're starting a business. You're trying to make money outside of the man. All right, solopreneurs, that's you. Like, you're trying to make money off your artwork. You're trying to make money on your own with your own LLC. That's you. So this one is for you. So I'm Carly Myers. If you're not familiar with me, I am the founder of APOP Studios. And I'm really here to help you find happiness and live an absolutely fulfilling and amazing life. So today, I really wanted to talk to you guys about, what is it? Drum roll. How the heck you are going to get from working a 9 to 5, a 6 to 10, a whatever for the man, to working for who? What did you say? For yourself. Working for yourself. How the heck do we get there? Okay, we get there by planning. And planning, like, furiously, like ferociously. Whatever word you choose out of those two words, you're going to plan like that. And so what I want you guys to do today is just think about how much money you need to survive for a year on your own. Okay, and if a year is too intimidating, let's start with a month. How much money do you need to survive for a month? How much is your rent? How much is your mortgage? How much is your utilities? Your child care if you have kids? Your car payment? Your, what else do you pay for? Student loans? How much does it cost you to survive? Okay. If you need to pause video, if you're not watching live, pause it. Figure it out. Figure it out right now. How much do you need to make? How much money do you need to bring in to survive? Do you have the number? Do you know it? I hope most of us know a general number off the top of our head. So if we have that monthly number, let's multiply it by 12. But let's keep that monthly number. Sorry, I was readjusting. Let's, multiply that number by 12, but also keep that monthly number written down as well. How the heck are we going to get to that number? We want to get to that number and we want to surpass it. So we want to have the survive number, and then we want to have like the survive plus like let's have fun money number, right? So I don't know. I'm gonna put up like a really, really low number. Say you need $14,000 a year to survive. That is literally what you need. That is what all of your bills cost. This isn't an ideal world, right, guys? So let's add, for luxury, let's add $3,000 a year. So now you need $17,000 a year to survive. Break that down. Okay. That's how much money you need to make. Divide that by 12. That's how much money you need to make a month. Oh, I'm lost in math already. So basically what I'm asking you to do is figure out that number. And now that you have that monthly and yearly number, figure out how the heck you're going to get to it. I know for me, when I was first starting out, I was trying to sell coloring book or coloring pages, and I was selling audio guides. Okay, those are really, really great ventures, right? They're really great things. I was creating coloring books / coloring pages with instructions on how to, move mindfully, how to actually use an adult coloring page for a meditative practice. And I still sell those, and I still make them, and I make new coloring pages, every once in a while and put them out for sale. But what the problem was with that is that I was selling them for such a little price. I was selling them for $1.29 to $5 a pop. I was selling my audio guides for $1.29 to like $5 a pop, to $7 a pop, if I'm like really, if I spent a lot of time creating it. How many coloring pages and audio guides would I have to sell a month just to make ends meet. All right? So I did my $14,000 a year math, right? That's 240 coloring, $5 coloring books a month. Solopreneurs, where are you getting those clients? You just starting out. You are just starting out. You just are establishing your business. Where are you going to get those clients? We go out and get them. But it's a lot easier as a solopreneur to create higher end, higher value products and services that you can get to that goal quicker. So I'm talking about moving from coloring pages and audio guides to one-on-one coaching, to running workshops, to providing the community that you love and you want to serve with something of even more value, something more personal, something more hands-on. Because we as humans, we value relationships, we value those. And we value these higher scale things to an extent that you wouldn't realize, that many of us, including myself, didn't realize when we started out as entrepreneurs and solopreneurs and, artists just trying to sell their work. The worst thing we can do is undersell ourselves. When I first started out, I was selling my coloring pages for nothing. I was giving them away. And I was giving them away with the hopes and dreams that just by giving them away, someone would return the capital that I was putting in, and that's how I could make a living. No, that's not how I was thinking. I was just thinking, like, I'll eventually get there. But the thing is you're never gonna be making money for yourself. You're never not gonna be working for the man if you don't want to be, if you aren't valuing yourself and your time appropriately. How many artists, raise your hand with an emoji or something, raise your hand. How many artists have underpriced their artwork? Can I raise my hand higher? Yeah. I know so many artists that have undervalued their artwork to the point where they lose money creating it. They're spending 40, 50, 60 plus hours on a work of art, and they're selling it for $30. Since when was that a sustainable business model? That's not sustainable, and that's not how you're going to get to a life where you're not working for the man. You're not working for a retailer. You're not working for some 9-to-5 corporation. To get to your solopreneur dreams where you are no longer solo, you are riding in the sunset with, like, I don't know, employees of some sort, or with a fully sustainable studio practice where you can work in the studio all day and sell a piece for $10,000, $20,000, $30,000. It starts with valuing yourself, right? And if you're selling something other than repetitive or like commercially produced, what is that? Manufactured. It's kind of like printmaking, but for products. What is that? What is that word? If you're selling something that's outside of that category, you need to be pricing it up, because if you are selling that repetitive product, that product that you can just, that digital product that you can just repeat, sell cheap, well, that's great as a side gig. That's great as a freemium to get clients on your email list. But I'm telling you right now, you need to be looking at a bigger game, because your dreams are not big enough right now. They are not big enough. So anyway, I went on a ramble there, but what I really want you guys to get out of this is looking at what that requirement is. What is that monthly requirement? What is that yearly requirement? And what are you selling to your community right now? What is the price of that item? What are you selling your artwork for? What are you selling your design work for? If it's too cheap, if you have to sell more than, let's say, we'll even be like, let's say if you have to sell more than 15 items a month to start your business out, I'm going to say right now that my opinion is that it's unsustainable. Because when you're starting out, your clientele is small, and the quicker you can get to a life where you are getting revenue, and you are actually running a sustainable business. You can sell, let me see what I have written down. You can sell so much less. Like if I were to sell a product or a service for $300 a person, imagine how much quicker that would get you to your goal. But don't sell your time short. Don't sell yourself short. Price your time and your effort and your materials and everything. Put it all together and price it accordingly. And if you are having trouble with pricing, figure out what your hourly rate is. And go watch my other video about how to use your time wisely. How to properly price your artwork and your services using this great tool that I mentioned in my other video. It's called How to Use Your Time, or How to Use Your Time Wisely, or How to Price Your Artwork. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and know that yes, your homework is figure out how much you need to survive and make it work. Plan it. Figure out what those products are and how much they need to be, what those services are and how much they need to be. Figure out actually what you're selling things for and how much money you're losing. Because I can guarantee figuring out how much money you're losing is going to convince you need to change your plan now. Alrighty, thank you guys so much for tuning in. And if someone hasn't told you today, you're funny, you're beautiful, you really have a nice butt. And I love you. Until next time.